Hayawi hayawi hatimaye huwa. That is a Swahili statement. Means that whatever seems that may not be possible will eventually become possible. Of course, a dream for your business will eventually become possible if you have the right structures in place. And the right structures here mean systems that you build. That is why we have this one here. If you have not read this book, you need to look at it because it helps you to know the right or to put the right structures that you need to put in your business to enable your business growth. That your business can just run even without you being there, and it still gives you the financial freedom that you desire. Today, we are going to look at how JiPOS can be able to help you run your business. And we are going to look at the business that rotates around beauty, whether you run a beauty shop or you run a spa or you run a massage parlor. Here is a solution. And you're going to see how JiPOS is the ultimate smart point of sale system for you, whether you are in Kenya, whether you're in East Africa, or wherever you are in the part of globe. Now, starting with, I want to show you the demo. And if you type www.jipos.co, you will be on the same page with me. But today, let me use my local demo to be able to take you through this solution. And once you log in as an admin, you will be able to see a summary of the information that has happened, or a summary of transactions that has happened in your shop. Like your users, as you can see, it's quite simple to see, quite simple to view, quite simple to understand. And that is actually what makes JiPOS very easy to use, because everything is just self-explanatory. So the moment you log in as an admin, you will be able to see instantly your users, and you can click to see the list. Same way your SMS balances, and of course your supplier balances, your stores, the stores that you are operating with. And this will also just directly to the list of course, your suppliers, your customers. And if you want to register a new item, if you want to, these are items that you use in the shop, or the ones that you sell, or the ones that you purchase. And of course, checking your stock balances. I'm going to tell you more about that. Recipe or production, this is one of the most useful features, especially for spas, whereby a particular service, you have to use a combination of different quantities of items. And also we have happy hour, which are the automated discounts. If you want to run automated discounts, you are good, you're covered. And of course, expenses, which is one of the things that we have to keep tabs of, or we keep tabs with in our shop or in our spa. Of course, that must also be registered here, so that at the end of the day, you know your profit and loss. And of course, check payments, placing a new order, or the POS. This is the point of sale, which many people call the point of sale. It's just a page for placing orders. We're going to look at that. And of course, here we have got online shop. This is if you want to tap into the online audience, if you want to sell products through your website or through social media. And of course, we're talking about acquisition, and of course, closing of shift. If you work with shift program, acquisition is more about to do with products. As an admin or as the owner of the shop, from no matter the place you are, whether you are in Kenya, you are out of the shop, or you are whichever place, whatever time, you can be able to log into the system and check what activities have happened or are going on at the shop. And of course, just a brief information or the notification that you will have. If you do deal with invoices, you'll be able to see your total invoices there. Those are due. And of course, your total items that you're registered here. And of course, the items that need restocking, just to help you keep tabs with your stock so that you avoid those miscalculated stockouts. Again, we have what we call sales list, and of course, M-Pesa payments, and top 15 fast moving items. Yeah, so these are quick insights. When you click, you will be able to be redirected to the exact page where you need to get that information. And here is just today's sales summary, quite explanatory. And of course, money in from different payment modes. These are different payment modes that we have registered in the system, or we have allowed in our shop. A good example would be if you're using KCB PDQ, or if you're using cash, or if you're allowing M-Pesa pay bill. Yeah, those ones. At the end of the month, you will be able to see how much we have collected through these different payment modes. And again, down here, your expenses against your income. quite explanatory. That is the dashboard for our admin. But then if you are on this other side, this left corner, here is where we have more features. And these features are smart features that are going to help you in terms of running your business and managing it, and of course, getting the right or informed reports to be able to help you make those right decisions at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, or at the end of every year. And I want to start with why JiPOS is perfect for salons and beauty businesses. It's because of its detailed inventory, how you want to monitor stock levels of those shampoos, conditioners, hair colors, or nail kits, or whichever items that you deal with. You simply will be coming here, inventory. And of course, all those items, we shall have registered them here. These are just samples or sample items that we have registered. Of course, you can see we have got all of these here. And then you can even see the quantities that we currently have based on what is available here at the moment. And these items, you can still view them. You can just simply come and view their profiles just to change their prices, change their categories, and change their information to details. Once you have your items registered, those items that you deal with, actually that is where it starts from. Yeah, so your items will be placed here, but in case you want to add another item, just simply add it here. Yeah, just fill these forms and you will be good to go. Now, if you have registered your items in the system, you need to do what we call a stock take. Let's say if you have added new items, or you simply do a purchase. Yeah, so that is why you see when you come here under new direct purchase, you will be able to select, this is my store where this purchase is going to, and this is the customer or the supplier. Sorry, this is the supplier who will be supplying these items to me. Yeah, so then if I proceed to add the list of items that I need to buy from this individual, yeah, I can simply do that here. I can be able to specify even the buying price here. So then I simply come and say I'm paying through cash, or I'm paying through cash, and I simply submit. Yeah, quantities of our items will be automatically adjusted in the system. Supplier profile will also be affected. In that, if I visit now the supplier profile, this supplier called Okapi, I will be able to see this particular purchase. Yeah, and the entire purchases that I've done with this particular supplier. And then when you come here to under purchase, when you come to purchase list, you will be able to see all those purchases that you have done. Your entire procurement process is captured here. You don't need to worry about anything here. Of course, even if you do have customers who are buying through LPOs, you can be able to give, who you can buy from them through LPOs. You can generate LPOs and give them, and they will supply you with the goods. And then now you can be able to turn those into complete orders where you generate the goods received note that you give to your suppliers. And again, when you come here and then you select our store, you'll be able to see all the items that we have in this particular store. And then, of course, plus the existing quantities, the real-time quantities. Real-time quantities, this page gives you a real-time stock balances because you need to keep tabs with your stock balances. If a product is sold, when you come and refresh this page, you will be able to see a reduction in these quantities real-time. Or if you purchase, when you come back here, you'll be able to see those quantities updated real-time. So the same report is available here. And when you come to your dashboard here, you will be able to see items that need restocking. Under the inventory, you will be able to see serials, where you can be able to generate your serial codes. You can also do requisition. Requisition basically means requesting for items from one store to the other, where somebody has to request and then another person approves. And that record is kept in the system for any other references. Same way, I think we have checked the stock balances. And let me just show you one more thing here. We have got this particular column here. At any given minute, you can be able to know just by clicking that particular button and refreshing this page. When you come down here, you can be able to know in this particular shop right now, what is the worth of the items that I have here in my stock. Here it is based on their purchase value. And again, if I sell this item, what would be the profit? Here it is. Yeah. So you have got real information, real-time information of what you have in your shop. That is the power that the system gives you. Coming to stock stick, this one is just a method or a feature that you can be able to harmonize the balances that are in the system and the one that are in the physical store. Just in case there is a deviation between the physical stock tick or the physical stock in your physical shelf, and the ones that the system is showing you, you can do a stock take to harmonize that. These deviations can happen where, just as an example, there is something that has gone bad or broken, but it is not recorded in the system, or something has been stolen, not recorded in the system, yeah, or you purchased items, not recorded in the system. And again, under that, we have got movement of stock, which is a direct movement of stock. You can move stock from one store to the other, of course, if you do have got the rights. One thing I have to mention, everything that you see here is controlled by what we call rights and privileges, whereby you can be able to assign who does what and who sees what in the system. Not everybody will be able to access everything. Yeah. And we have got production and recipe, which is a very good tool, whereby now if you sell services that involve combination of different items, yeah, let's say like a body massage, if you want to use different quantities of oils, or if it is hairdressing, you have to use different quantities of oil and different tools. Yeah, so you know that if you sell that particular service to one individual, a given portion of different raw materials are going to be used. And this would be tracked automatically when you come and use this particular feature here, so that you don't keep guessing. You don't keep guessing that today I've done 3 hairdressings, and that would be approximately this particular quantity of different items. Looking at what we call wastages. Wastages is to help you keep a clean record of your items. If an item goes waste or breaks, it has to be recorded in the system to have a clear history of what happened to a particular item. And fixed assets, just in case you have machineries and you want to track their depreciation value, you can be able to use that for that particular purpose. We have what we call sales, and starting with sales, we have got the POS. This is what many people call the point of sale, and this POS is what your sales people will be using to make sales. And making sales is quite simple. I just identify the item that I want to sell. I add it to this calculator and this, and then I simply go ahead and make or receive that particular payment. And if this person has paid in, let's say this 650 has paid 600 in cash, I'd put that, and then this 50 in M-Pesa or in through PDQ, and then I simply go ahead and place the order. It's just as simple as that. So what happens after that is that a receipt will come out, a bill or a receipt that you give to your customers. And of course, you can be able to sell as many items as possible. That is just about the sales. And coming back here, we have got also this particular sub-module under sales, which is called open sales. So these open sales are all credit sales, sales that have been sold, sales that have been made on credit. You will be able to see all that there, plus the people who did it, that is in terms of your sales personnel, to which customers, if the customer details are captured, and of course the date it was sold, the amount, the items that were sold, etc. and etc. Sales list is now the general sales list, so the general sales that we have done in the system. That is both the open and the closed sales, credit and cleared sales, in other words. Yeah, so you can simply just come here and see all those sales that we have made. Even if you want to query this report within a day, you can be able to do that here. But then if you click this particular code, you'll be able to open what we call a sale profile, where you see more details about that particular sale. It's just that simple. And of course, that will be able to help you store the history of all sales that you have made in the system. Just in case a supplier or your customer brings back your items or bring back items, you can be able to just check from the list of the sales that you have, to be able to authenticate whether that sale was made at your shop, plus the receipt and the details of that particular sale. And again, we have got quotations, invoices, just in case you want to send out quotations and invoices based on your different services that you provide, or different items that you sell. You can still be able to take advantage of that. Voided is when you want to cancel a wholesale, and complementary when you have taken something from the shop to be able to consume as a business owner. Let's say you've taken an oil to be able to use at home. That is called a complementary sale, and all those affects our stock. That is why we have to record them in the system. Yeah. So all the M-Pesa payments or pay bill payments will be available in the system, so that when somebody pays, those notifications, you will be able to see them in the system. Of course, that makes you more smart, in that if in case somebody says I have paid and I have not paid, you have the authority, you have the clear visibility of all the payments that you have received and the ones that you have not. So somebody would not dupe you. And again, we have got returns just in case a customer returns an item or you return an item to your supplier, you can be able to record them here so that we maintain a clean record of our inventory. So that any minute we come to our stock balances, we have or you find a clear record of your current statement in terms of report balance, stock balances. That having been said, one thing that normally challenges small businesses or medium businesses is the bookkeeping, which of course we have got this particular accounting module to be able to help small sized business owners to be able to keep accurate books, accurate accounts, starting from expenses, because at the shop you record expenses. You always incur expenses, whether it is for delivery of an item, whether it is for a purchase of airtime, whether it is purchase for electricity tokens, or you're paid for water bills. Those are expenses that your business incur, and you don't have to ignore them. You have to keep a clear record of that, and the system will enable you to keep that, not in an Excel sheet. And once you do that, at the end of the day or at the end of the month, you can be able to generate a clear record of your profit and loss and know where your business is. Yeah, so these expenses can be recorded straight away from even your dashboard here. You'll be able to see direct expenses. You can be able to just simply click this and record that particular expense type. And you put the amount and save. As simple as that. But if any case you have got a team in your shop who are recording these daily expenses, of course, you giving them some petty cash, then they will be able to use this particular feature here, expense, whereby they can be able to post that and then you will approve. Yeah. So then we have got also budgeting, because you cannot run a business without budgets. You have to put aside some money for either marketing, for influencing and all that. You can be able to apportion that here. You have a clear record of that here. And of course, income, just in case you have got any other extra income apart from sales, because sales income are automatically journaled for you in the accounting. Yeah. So this accounting program or accounting module has been linked with your sales, has been linked with your purchases, has been linked with your inventory. As a small business owner, you don't have to do anything aside from just registering your expenses. Yeah. So any other thing has been journaled right for you, so that at the end of the month, your work will be simple. Just go to the profit and loss, which is here. You just come to the profit and loss, generate your profit and loss. Just select from month A to month B, from this date to this date, generate your profit and loss, and you get it. Yeah. So all other features that you will be able to take advantage of under the accounting include the accounting charts of account, which you can be able to create additional charts of account if you understand that. And of course, do your journals and check your different account balances, checking your cash flow, which is very important for you at the end of at the end of the day or the end of the month or at the end of the week. You can be able to know how is your business performing in terms of cash flow, because cash flow is key for your business. Yeah, without that, there is no much that you can do as a business owner, and you need to keep tabs. You need to be able to know where your business stands in terms of cash flow. Same way you have a trial balance there, just to be able to help you in terms of knowing accurately how your books are. And of course, balance sheet, self-explanatory, and of course the general ledger. And when you're so much concerned about taxes, you have got the input and output tax report, which you can be able to use or take to your advantage in terms of knowing what Caesar needs. You have to pay Caesar what belongs to Caesar. And we do have got what we call the SMS notifications. This is why it gets most interesting, especially where you do want to send those promos to customers, or you have got those weekend offers, or you have got those monthly or December offers, or January offers. You can be able to do bulk promos to your customers. And that would do something very important called customer loyalty building. Yeah, so that you have got those repeat customers. And you don't just send promos, you can send them, of course, with those happy hour discounts, those automated discounts. You tell your customers, we have got a discount from this time to this time, because that would mean you have to store your customer information in the system. How do you do that? Very simple. You come down here, you'll be able to see a list of customers. When you click here, you will be able to come to a list of the customers that you have created, and then you just simply add customers information. Even when you want to sell or during selling, that is under the point of sale. When you come to point of sale here, you can still be able to sell these items and register customer by just simply clicking this and then put the customer name and the phone number and email if you do have. That when you sell, this information will be tied to this particular individual. And now this individual will automatically be registered in your customers list, which you will be able to find down here. Simple and easy. And again, lastly, we have got the reports. And these reports, now you will be able to have the insights, the real insights into what is happening in your shop. That is in terms of whatever you sell, and of course, whatever quantities of items you sell, to be able to help you make those right decisions for your next move. And starting with, under reports, you will see close day report, which will give you a summary of all the information, all transactions that has happened today, or for a particular period of time that you will query here. And you can even be specific from time to what time. Yeah. So here you will be able to see all the sales that we have made, both the open sales and the closed sales. And again, you will also be able to see only cleared sales. These are only cleared sales, and also uncleared sales of the credit sales separately. And again, general information, because you as a business owner, you need to know how many in terms of discount, how much in terms of discounts have you given for this particular period of time? How much in terms of sales have you avoided and complementary? Yeah, so you'll be able to know all that. Once you know them, you know the right decisions to make. And again, staff sales. If we have got staffs that have sold, you will be able to see the list down here, plus the summations, the total that they have sold for a particular period of time that you have queried up there. Yeah, and then cash distribution. Now here you will be able to see how much you've received in M-Pesa, cash, and those different payment modes that you've registered in the system. And again, item sales summary, you will be able to see summary in terms of their categories, which category of items gives you more money. Yes. And item sales report, which is another report, you can also just simply query this one from any time, and query it even 1 year back, and it will give you a very good report. Let me just try to query that. Yeah, it will give you a very good report. You will see we have sold gel, how many quantities? 7. Cost of sale is this, and of course, sale value is this. The estimated profit is this. So this will give you a list of items that you've sold over a period of time, plus the quantities. And not only the quantities, it will give you even the profit that each item has given you. Yeah, so here you will be able to see the items that have been sold the highest. That means the item that is most moving for that particular period of time. And even in terms of profit, which item gives you more profit than the other, so that you can be able to know which one to keep and which one to be able to either do away with or not focus so much on. And again, you do have got item purchase report, which is just another report, general sales, item ledger, which can help you track how an item has moved from one station to the other, from one transaction to the other, whether it has been purchased, it was marked as damaged, it was returned, you will be able to track that. And again, we have got item consumption report, stock consumption report, statement of profit, staff sales summary, your check payments, calendar, your suppliers, a list of your suppliers and how the orders and plus their orders. Same way, your customers and the order history of your customers is there. Account statements, customer statements, supplier statements, customer balances, supplier balances, and general expenses. Quite a number of reports there that will be able to help you take charge. Will be able to give you total visibility over your business. No matter where you are, no matter the location that you are, as long as you have an internet connection and a phone or a computer, you will be able to keep tabs with what is happening at the shop or at your shop, even if you're not there. So this is your CCTV that you will be able to put to be able to monitor your transactions and, of course, help you make the informed decisions, even if you're at the shop or not. And just as you have seen, JiPOS is quite an easy to use system. And of course, when you need a more personalized demo, feel free to reach out be able to take you through it and show you bit by bit how JiPOS can be able to help you revolutionize your business and take it further. As we summarize, if you have not purchased this book, it's called Avoid 5 Years of Failure. This is how to systematize your business. Systematize here means putting the right structures, so that your business can work optimally. How do you get it? Go to our website, of Solutions, or just simply type on the web browser, Avoid 5 Years of Failure. You should be able to get how to purchase it. All the best and more winnings.